Hi, I'm Ryan Mortenson, and this is Mortensen Motorsports. Today I have something special for you, the new Ferrari F8 Tributo. Before we get started, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can see all the videos when we post them. I'm here in Austin, Texas by Mount Burnell around the lake, and I've been driving the new Ferrari F8 Tributo and the launch color blue Corsa, and this car is amazing. The best Ferrari I personally have ever driven, and I've driven a lot of them. The most notable change that I want to point out is the front air duct. This is called an S duct, and it has airflow from the bottom of the ground when you're driving, flows through the hood, giving extra pressure on the front hood and the bumper, and that helps you while you're going in and out of turns to keep those front wheels and the front down. This is a rear-wheel drive car, so you need that front bumper to be pressed down, and it gives you an extra 15% of downforce. Impressive. There's also two side air intakes in front of the headlights, which are quite beautiful and a new design. Now, it's very similar that you might notice that this looks like its predecessor, but it's completely different. In fact, the only thing that was taken over from the last year's model of the 488 was the hood, the roof and the doors. That's the only thing that was taken from the previous model. It's all new. What's really impressive though is the engine, okay? It's an upgrade. It's a 3.9 liter V8 twin turbo that produces 710 horsepower and 570 feet-pounds of torque. This car will go 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds, and its top speed, 211. Now that is truly impressive. Now, it's a very similar look to another Ferrari, the Ferrari Pista. And some people wonder, should I get a Pista or should I get an F8? Well, they share the same engine, which is the only thing that I have to say is not impressive about this model, because another Ferrari has the exact same engine that produces the same horsepower, but 15% more downforce here in the front and 25% more downforce in the back because of the new spoiler and airflow. So I definitely find that to be attractive. Now, the F8 Tributo weighs 2,932 pounds, and that's super impressive. This is a lightweight car. However, it's 111 pounds heavier than the Pista. Now, from a 0 to 60, it's a 2.9 second car, and the Pista does 2.82, I believe, which is so minute. So I think between the two, if you were going to go from Pista to the F8, you should get the F8, and I'll tell you why. A, it's the exact same engine, but it has the double taillights, so that will separate it from all the other 488 and the Pista. But the interior has been upgraded in this car, and it's better than all the rest have ever been. So let's take a look. So the new upgraded interior is really nice in the F8 Tributo. I really like it a lot. One of the notable things is the steering wheel. There's so many buttons going on here, okay? But everything that you need, like your wipers, your turn signals, of course, your headlights, and also your control unit here for the type of traction control that you want, are all right here for the driver. It's very easy, and I do like that a lot. Now, these paddle shifters are great, carbon fiber, they're beautiful, but as you can see, when you move the steering wheel, they don't move with the wheel, which is fine, but it's not very good when you're on the track making a turn, turning that wheel, and you need to shift. They're not always right where you need them to be. So that's something I would like to change. And I do love that they do have the light bar that comes up here to let you know when you need to shift. Fantastic. The air ducts and all the air conditioning and the new control units, beautiful, a little bit different. They're great for turning around and getting that perfect wind in your face to cool off. But what's really noticeable, and the best part I think about the interior, is these carbon fiber bucket seats. They are so comfortable, which is something I've never used in the same sentence before. But what's nice is it's full of Alcantara. They have beautiful blue piping, especially down the center, and they're just great, comfortable for those long trips. But you should keep in mind that these Ferraris run hot, okay? Even after a short drive, that engine bay is gonna get pretty warm, and many times on a long run, you're gonna need to open up that trunk just to cool it off a little bit. So keep that in mind. But overall, this is a really, really beautiful car. So Earlier this week, I had the privilege of taking this car out on a track day at the Circuits of America here in Austin, Texas, and it was so much fun. I really had a great time. And this car is super impressive. On the back straight, I got up to 161 miles per hour. No problem in this car. The braking was exceptional, very impressive with the carbon ceramic brakes. But what I loved the most about this car was that in the corners and on the turns, I really felt the grip of this car with that S-Duct. The downforce was so noticeable going in and out of those turns. And I felt connected to the car whenever I felt the car slipping. I could tell and have a correction to that, which was great. Now, there were a lot of rules that day about not using GoPros, so I only had the opportunity to sneak one run in with a GoPro.
I can't let you out there with that on there. They won't let me because they'll flag you immediately and tell me, don't let it, you weren't supposed to let him out. I would take it out. I'm sorry.
Today I'm driving the new Ferrari F8 Tributo, and I have to admit, wonderful car. Ferraris are really exciting and very the epitome of exotic, you know. They're foreign cars, they're aerodynamic, they're sexy, they sound amazing, and this one does not disappoint whatsoever. It has a lot of horsepower. It's just new design from the 488. It's a competitor to the 488 Pista, but this one's different. I mean, it's changed almost everything about from the previous generation model to this new one, and I love it. It is a great car, an absolutely great car. So much fun to drive. Oh my God, it's so good. So some of the things that I really want to express in this specific video is what it's like to drive this car, because it is a different drive from the other Ferraris. One thing I have to admit is that new Air Duct in the front gives you a lot more downforce in the front. That really helps you going in and out of those turns. It's just something, you know, to really be noted. But the power, the speed, yes, it's always powerful, it's always speedy, but it's really fast. But the handling's there. You don't feel like this car is going to get out of control. You don't have a lot of oversteer or anything like that, or understeer. Car sticks to the ground. I love it. You know, they have a new traction control for, like, you know, sliding to prevent that, so you can not have to be an F1 driver and lose control of your car. So basically, Ferrari's done a really good job of having their stability control. They really have. They've done a great job with traction control, stability control, everything you could possibly imagine for keeping your car going the direction you want it to. Ferrari's done a great job on that. And the 488, even better. And the Pista, even better. But now the F8's the best of their traction control system. And after taking it on the track at Coda, I gotta tell you, it's got a lot of good traction. Absolutely. I never lost control once, no matter how hard I pushed it around the corners. One thing about this, though, in this particular car, is that it is very driver connected. Probably more than any of the other Ferraris I've driven, and I've driven almost all the Ferraris that have been made. Really, this one really handles well, but more importantly, like, it connects you to the road. So a lot of times there was going to be moments where, like, you could feel the back end wanting to come out around a corner, but you feel that and you can correct it. And that's what I like about this specific model with their traction control and everything, is that you are able to feel the road conditions and how you're driving along. So if you were thinking about a good, you know, I'm looking for a good race car and I want to drop a lot of money, this would be the one to get. you know, great car, so much fun to drive. The looks that you get driving a Ferrari, the sound that comes out of the car, everything about this is just pure dripping Italian sexy machismo. And I'm really glad I get to drive it today. Thanks for watching our video today. We post videos when we have an amazing car we'd like to show you. To make sure that you see all those videos, hit the subscribe button and that little bell for notifications so you can join us for the next ride of your life.